Hello, ladies, and welcome to Rock Your Decade. My name's Loretta, and on this channel, I hope to serve as an inspiration and a source of encouragement to Gen Xers in particular who are trying to navigate this space as it is. Things have changed. It's not like it was when our grandparents and were alive, and even if they are alive, and bless them, with our parents too. It's not the same as it was back in that day. And we need encouragement. We also need to know how to navigate so that we can tune in with the millennials and with the Gen Z, as most of our children will be of that generation. And so, I've been talking to a few people and it has been difficult. Um, we're not used to, we were brought up, with a much, I'd say, stiffer hand. Not that that was right all the time, but we a lot of us also have cultural differences as well, and so we're trying to bring up our children, we're trying to bring up our nieces and nephews, and we're trying to navigate life as it is right now. And we need help. Therapy is great, but we also need somewhere to learn from and to discuss. So, if that's your kind of vibe, please like, subscribe, and join the family. And let's build a community. Hello, ladies. I want to come to you today with some points to consider as we're approaching 60. If you're above 60, that's great. And if you're below, hey, there's so much to learn from here. There's so much that I'm learning myself. And so, yeah, let's get into it. I'll be looking down into my iPad. There's so many points here, but I want to run through and give examples where necessary. Some are just self-explanatory, and that's great. But yeah, let's get into it. First things first, regret is exhausting. We don't need to hamper on regrets unless we're going to learn from it. Unless it can teach us something, we can learn from it. Let's put regret behind us. We are not going into our 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and on our deathbed talking about regret. No, we're either going to deal with what can be dealt with now, or we're going to put it aside and feel and just accept that that was a part of our life. That is what brought us to where we are now. And so, whilst we wish things could have been different, we're moving on. Regret is exhausting. Don't let it pull you down. You have not got the energy at this time in your life to be hankering on with regret. Next thing, you're never too old to correct your path. You're never too old. This comes with regret as well. If you've got regret about something, you can correct it. Why not? That's what regret should do for you. It should be, can I correct that? I never had a good relationship with so and so. Can I correct it right now? Is there room to correct it right now? I never went to school, or I never did any kind of education. Can I correct that right now? Those are the things that we should be thinking about, okay? It's never too old to correct your path. So if there's something that you want to do, don't wait till retirement if you haven't retired. Do it now. Think of something that you can be doing that will make you happy, that is something that you've always wanted to do, that will, heal your soul. Yeah, do those things. If you see my dog walking around Diggy, take no notice. He's not leaving me alone today. He's walking up and down. So please bear that in mind. Yeah, be comfortable with where you are now. It's not perfection, it's progression. Okay, we are progressing, we're getting better. I know that I've changed. I know that. I'm minding more of my own business and I'm drinking my water. I'm getting healthy once again. But it's you've got to be comfortable with where you are. This is where I am now. But what can I look into to change? What can I do to change? What can I stop doing to change? Okay. Number 4, it's okay for friendships to expire. We part to meet, we meet to part. some things have an expiry date, and same thing goes for friendships. There are some friendships that you can hold on to. I have a friend, my bestie, and she is 50. We've been together 50, 52 years, 53 years together, as in being around each other, 53 years. And yeah, that's never going to expire. But there's some from university maybe that have expired. I mean, everyone from university has expired, to be fair, in my year. It's expired, and and unfortunately some of them have passed on. And so yeah, not all friendships were meant to last. That's life. Another point is, certain friends are for certain things, okay? Not every friend is the friend that you pour out your soul to. Some friends are really good for going out. You're going out friend, whenever you want to go out. Everybody else will say, oh, I'm tired. But she will say, or he will say, yeah, I'm up for that. Certain friends for certain things. We need to be able to know that so that we don't take offense. When you take offense that, oh, no one wants to go out, especially when you reach a certain age, you think, oh, no one's going out anymore. No one's doing this anymore. But maybe the thing is that you're looking at the wrong friend to go out. You're looking at the wrong friend to go to Zumba with. We need to be able to, it sounds crude, but I'm going to say categorize friendships, not categorize your friends, but categorize friendships so that you can actually understand, which friend you need to talk to or can talk to about certain things and which one you can't. Some friends can't keep a secret. That is not the friend that you should be talking to about, your inner worries. Simple. Next thing is, enjoy it as long as it lasts. Sometimes we're always thinking, what about tomorrow? What about tomorrow? Well, what about tomorrow? The thing is, now we need to think about now. You get into that age where you're in your 60s, your 70s, your 80s. If you can enjoy it for now, why not? Continue as long as, it meets with your core values. It doesn't harm people. It's something that you enjoy. It's something that goes alongside your faith. I would say enjoy it for as long as it lasts. Don't let other people who are not interested in doing what you're doing tell you what you should and should not be doing. They're not interested, okay? Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's another one. A lot of us, especially Gen Xers, we're not used to asking for help. We're used to doing it ourselves, being the strong woman. If you want something done, do it yourself. No. The millennials and the Gen Z have learned that, it's a soft life. Of course, there are things that are better done ourselves. There are things that we can do ourselves. But when you're getting older, you can't do everything. And you certainly can't do it at the same time. And so there's no such, there's no harm in division of labor. There's no harm in getting, someone to cook your food. There's no harm in getting a cleaner. Before it was a luxury. Oh, she's got a cleaner. No, now it's a necessity in some cases. So don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Okay. Right. The next one, you cannot shame the shameless. Okay. Get comfortable with where you are now. I've kind of said it before in a different way, but being comfortable, but it's kind of like letting go of the shame. Shame of what you did then or what you didn't do or what you could have done. Go for therapy if that's what you need. Don't be ashamed. Seek counsel, wise counsel. Do your homework. Find ways of learning about how to deal with things. YouTube is a great way. I've learned of certain things that, I could be doing and shouldn't be doing, So you cannot shame the shameless. Okay, get comfortable with where you are now. Pay more intention, or should I say, pay more attention to your intuition. Your gut feeling, your spirit man is there for a reason. Listen. to him. Listen to it. Okay? When you have a gut feeling telling you you should not do something, you should not go, but your friend is saying, oh, come on. These are the times when you need to listen. You've learned already that when you didn't listen, you got your hands burnt. Now you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s. Oh, please. Listen to your intuition. A good thing here, one of my friends said to me, and it's don't be accustomed or don't become accustomed to abuse. Not everything is normal. Don't normalize what is not normal. If you're in a relationship, for example, and you're being beaten, if you're in a relationship, for example, that is abusive and your life is is in danger, your children's lives are in danger, then pay attention. Don't be accustomed to abuse. Don't normalize it. It's not normal to hate to come home because you feel that you're going to get abused in one way or another. It's not normal for somebody at work to continually put you down and bully you. Speak out. Okay? So don't become accustomed to abuse. When people show you who they are and who you are to them, believe them. Oh, no, she didn't mean it. No, she did. Oh, no, he didn't. He did. Don't become accustomed to abuse. Believe them when they say. Another point is when people show you who they are or who you are to them, believe them. Don't be saying that, oh, he said this, he didn't mean it. Yes, he did. She said that, she didn't mean it. Yes, she did. She didn't turn up when she said she was going to turn up. Yeah. They are showing you what you mean to them. We're not talking about the friend who has issues going on and can't turn up for you. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about the friend who knows what she's doing. The friend who doesn't turn up when she says she's going to turn up. The friend that takes from you but never gives. The friend that's never there for anything. Now, we do have friends where, we know that they're not here for a long time. They're here for a good time. And that's fair enough. But we need to understand that when people show us, whether they're family, whether they're friends, whether they're work colleagues, when they show us what we mean to them, we need to take note. Okay? Right. Don't lower your standards at this age, please. Don't lower your standards. Don't lower your standards at this age, especially in terms of who you are, in terms of your core values. Don't lower your standards. Don't lower your standards to make somebody else feel safe. We're not talking about your children here, We're talking about other friends and family, other human beings that want you to lower your standard to accommodate them. And sometimes it's in relationships. You shouldn't be sleeping with people you shouldn't be sleeping with. It's as simple as that. Don't lower your standards. In fact, choose higher ones. We're at this age where we need to respect ourselves, respect the bodies, these wonderful bodies that God has given us, these wonderful minds that God has given us, and, put ourselves on that pedestal. We're not saying be high and mighty. We're not saying look down on others. But we're saying that don't lower your standard, your moral standards, your core values to accommodate somebody else. They want you to lower yours so that they can feel good in your presence. Somebody will say, oh, have another drink. And you don't want one. Or you've had enough. Or you don't drink. I was watching YouTube the other day and they were showing someone who, they were offering someone money to eat meat. This person was a vegetarian. Had been, or wasn't even a vegetarian. It was a vegan. And they were at that point. She should have left the table before it got to 2,000, 3,000. She should have got up and left the table. And that's another thing. Don't sit at the table when people don't respect your core values, don't respect your faith, don't respect who you are, don't respect your family. Leave the table. It's okay to leave the table. You know, people are saying, what did you bring to the table? Well, yeah, but that's for another day. But it's okay to leave the table. If I feel that I'm seated in the midst of my enemies, I'm seated with people who are disrespecting my core beliefs, my faith, my family, my children, whatever, what I deem important to myself, I'm going to leave that table real quick. Don't be offended when people who love you move on. I know it's painful. I mean, you don't get to this age by not knowing that. Um, but at the end of the day, we have to allow others to go. But when they go, don't let them be coming back. An open door, just like that. I mean, if they're your children and stuff, that's different. I'm not talking about children. I'm talking about family here. I'm talking about it. It really is a form of abuse when people know that they've got you where they want you and you'll always be there, and they treat you one kind, like an open door, with no respect whatsoever. Just don't be offended. Let them move on. Let them move on. A bad day is not a bad life. Change your perspective. Let them move on. And another thing that I'm thinking of right now is if you want to be kind, start with yourself. Start with yourself. A lot of the time we are kind to others, and whilst we don't give to receive, and whilst I don't get necessarily from people I give to, because when I give now, I give with intention. If I want to give a present to someone, whether that person gives me a present, whether that person says thank you, whether that person is joyous over it, I will give that present. And I'm okay with that. I've sorted it out in my heart before I gave it out. So it's not like, oh, I gave her a present, she didn't say thank you. I'll notice that she didn't give me a thank you, but I'm not going to hang on to that because I willingly gave it. Okay? So, but what I'm doing to other people, and I'm a giver. I do give. I don't shy away from it at all. But when was the last time I gave to myself? And not only in terms of, buying a new jacket or buying a new pair of jeans, but in terms of kindness, going to bed early, not dealing with other people's problems when mine are overclouding me. We've got to think of all these of things that we show other people, the kindness that we show other people. How about you show some of that kindness to yourself? And the last thing I'd say is, where are you getting community? Now, I'm trying to build this channel because, we need community. People of our ages, we need community. Sometimes we don't have anywhere to go. We don't have anyone to talk to. Let me know in the comments what you feel about what I've said, the things that I've mentioned, where you find community, how you can be kind to yourself. Let's build a community. Let's get things moving. But in the meantime, don't forget to rock your decade. I'll see you on the next one.